Mr. Right here, and in this film we're going to understand how to use Pythagoras' theorem. Now, Pythagoras' theorem is a theorem that works in right-angled triangles, and it helps you find missing lengths. Now, here's a reminder about how it works. So here is a right-angled triangle. The first thing to understand is that the longest side of the right-angled triangle, have a look and see if you know which one that is, it's always the side that's opposite the right angle, and we call it the hypotenuse. Right, so that is the longest side. Now, it is the case that if you were to draw a square on each side of the right-angled triangle, you can imagine what the area of that square is, and you can imagine me drawing a square on this side. You can imagine the area of that square, and you can imagine me drawing a square on the hypotenuse here. I wish I was a better drawer. That square's got an area as well. Now, the area of that square on the hypotenuse is equal to the two smaller squares added together. And we can use that fact to help us find missing lengths. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. First of all, I've got a red triangle here. Now, let's imagine that I was given these sides. Let's say that that has a length of 4, and that has a length of 12, and we're asked to find the length of that line x there. Well, the first thing to realise, of course, is that x is the hypotenuse. So that will be the largest square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 squared, which is 16, and 12 squared, which is 144. Those are the areas of the other two squares. Now, because I'm finding x, and that's the length of the hypotenuse, the longest length, I'm going to add up those two areas. 144 plus 16, which gives me 160. So I know the square on the hypotenuse, this square here, has an area of 160, and so to find out x, I'll simply square root 160. So x in this case, square root answer is equal to 12.6 to 1 decimal place. Now, let's use the similar method here to work out the missing length on this blue triangle. This time my missing length can be y, and I can be told that length, told that's a right angle, and I'll be told this length too. Now I need to find the length of y. Now this time I'm not being asked to find the length of the hypotenuse, the longest side. I'm being asked to find the length of one of the shortest sides. So again, I'm going to do 15 squared. There's two sides I know squared, and 5 squared to work out those two areas. 15 squared is 225. And 5 squared is 25. But this time I'm going to subtract my areas because I'm finding the area of this square, and then I'm going to square root it to get y. And this square that I'm finding the area of isn't the largest of the squares, is it? So I'm going to do 225 minus 25 to get the area of that square on y. Well, that is 200, so that means that y will be the square root of 200. And if I do that on my calculator, I get 14.1 to 1 decimal place. Now, sometimes you'll be asked to use Pythagoras' theorem to check that a triangle has a right angle. So let's have a look at this example here. Now, here's a triangle, and I'm given 3 side lengths. And I'm being asked, is it a right-angled triangle? Well, if it is a right-angled triangle, then the 13 is the longest side. Well, the 13 is the longest side anyway. But if it is a right-angled triangle, then that is the hypotenuse. So, if it is a right-angled triangle, if I get 11 squared and 5 squared, which, by the way, is 121 and 25, if I add those together and square root, I should get 13, shouldn't I? Let's see if it works. So add them together, 146. If I square root 146, will I get 13? Answer, no. You get 12.08. So if that were a right angle, this side would be 12.08. So I've used Pythagoras in this case to confirm that that is not a right-angled triangle. So here's a recap for you. When you have a right-angled triangle and you want to find the length of a missing side, square both the sides that you know, then ask yourself, is this an add or is this a subtract? Am I finding the length of the hypotenuse, the longest side, or am I finding the length of one of the two shorter sides? Do your adding and subtracting, and then square root what you get.